To the day's news then. Sheffield Council is under pressure to force one of its main contractors to increase the pay of hundreds of workers. The authority has committed to paying staff what's known as a real living wage of £8.45 an hour, and to only use private companies who've agreed to do the same. So why are some staff still missing out? Our political editor James Vincent explains.
It's a money story in a bakery, so you're all expecting me to make a joke about dough, but I'm not going to rise to that. Here at the Seven Hills Bakery in Sheffield, they're proud of paying the living wage. But there are two living wages. One is the national one set by the government, that's £7.50 for over 25s. The other is £8.45 for everyone over 18. That's set by an independent living wage foundation based on the cost of living.
It was a goal we had to pay more than we were paying. We were paying more than the national wage, and then we worked towards paying the living wage. You know, we have a successful business, small business that's able to do it. And basically, I guess the bottom line is we're able to do it, and so I want to do it, and so we do it.
But some workers don't get it. Sheffield's tips are run by a private company, Veolia. So while Sheffield Council proudly says it pays the higher living wage to staff, some who do council work for private contractors are actually paid less. Sheffield Council says we actively work with our supply chain to encourage them to pay the foundation living wage. We hope to see Veolia pay this to their staff and are willing to work with Veolia to achieve it. They say the contract with Veolia was signed in 2001. That's not strictly true. Yes, the bin collection contract was signed in 2001, but the contract for the tips, the places that people queue up and get rid of their household rubbish in, well, that was signed this year.
We welcomed the decision by Sheffield City Council some years ago to pay the proper, real living wage. They also followed that up with a policy to say that any new contracts that were awarded, they'd make sure that that paid the living wage. This is the newest contract that's been awarded. Brand spanking new contract, and Veolia will not pay the living wage. That is appalling.
So despite Sheffield City Council signing up for the living wage, many people doing council work are still waiting for it. James Vincent, BBC Look North, Sheffield.